Hi there, welcome to So Much Sewing. My name is Catherine and this channel is all about my home sewing adventures. But this week we're in the second week of spring now here in New Zealand, and so I wanted to just do a little bit of a recap and show you my most worn wintry me-made items. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, maybe you might be interested in these. If you're thinking about what you might want to make for the upcoming cooler season, you'll just be entering into autumn or fall. So some of these things might be useful for you, but I just thought it would be interesting to show you the things that I actually wore all the time. We make wonderful things all the time, don't we? But sometimes we just don't reach for them. But these are the things that I wore all winter long. The first item to show you is my Wexford top by Cashmerette. It is part of the Cashmerette Club, which obviously you need to belong to the club to get this pattern. But this pattern is very much like the Laundry Day tee from Love Notions. And I mean, I picked up that pattern for free at one point. If you signed up, you got that pattern for free. Maybe it's $5 now, I'm not sure, but it is very, very much the same. And this color, I just love this color on me. It is all merino and it's got a nice texture on it, which you may not be able to see on these pictures. But why I like this top is because it is merino and it's quite a good weight of merino, so it's quite warm all on its own. But if you pop a t-shirt on underneath that, the neckline's nice and low and wide, so if it's a warmer day and you've got nothing on underneath it, then that neckline helps keep you not quite so warm and snuggly. And because that neckline is a bit lower, if you've got a t-shirt on underneath, then that's likely to pop up above the neck of the jumper, which is, I think, nice. And I love the shape on it. It's got a great, comes in at the waist really beautifully, but again, so does the Laundry Day tee. And I've got it worn here in these pictures with a ready-to-wear, in fact, thrifted jacket that I purchased online, and I love this jacket. It is unfortunately all man-made fibers, but it's reasonably lightweight, and so it's good to add as a like a cardigan if I'm in the office or somewhere a bit warmer, and then as I get warmer I can take that off and I'm just left with my jumper either with nothing on underneath or with a t-shirt underneath, depending on how cool it is. The next picture is of my Cuddle Up cardigan by Trish Newberry. I have made this both in this heavy knit. It is a blend. It's got some elastine in there, I think, and it's got perhaps some lurex or some other kind of man-made fibre, because it's got quite a lot of colour in it. And again, I don't know if the colour is going to be able to be shown up in these pictures. Most of these pictures I took before work in the morning. So what time do I leave for work? I leave just after 7 in the morning, and of course in the wintertime it's not always very light. So these were taken towards the end of winter when at least there was some light showing in the morning, and I think a couple of them you can even see the sort of dark red sky in the background. But anywho, that just explains that. So yeah, this Trish Newberry Cuddle Up cardigan, I've made it in this heavier weight wool, and I've also made it in lighter weight viscose knits. I love this. It's a great pattern that can be used for either more wintry items or more lightweight. If you've got this in a lightweight viscose, then it's a great spring and autumn and even summer night throw on cardigan. So that is the cardi. And then underneath the Trish Newberry Cuddle Up cardigan is the Stylark Kim t-shirt, which I don't think the sleeves are long in the pattern, so I've lengthened the sleeves, and I've also put the neck from the Bella Loves Patterns Apollo jumper onto this Kim t-shirt from Stylark. And so this is made in a merino blend. It's quite a stretchy fabric. It's not hugely overly warm, which is why on this particular day I've got it with my thick knit cardigan. But it's a great piece to be wearing in the office, or if you're going out and about where it's, you know, you're going to be in and out and you're going to be cold outside, but you'll be warmer inside. The top's not too hot to wear on its own inside. And then when you get cold, you can put a cardigan or a jacket on. So that top also I have worn heaps throughout this winter period. And that cardigan, I love the cardigan. The more I wear it, the more I love it. And I have plans to make another more sort of spring summery version very, very, very soon. The next Me Made outfits to show you is actually in this one, the knit dress I'm wearing is actually a knit dress from a New Zealand designer that I bought many years ago. And I bought it when I was, 5 sizes larger. So what I've done is I've taken it in. So I've altered this dress to fit me now. I think I raised the shoulders a little bit and I took it in on the sides, but I didn't take it in too much. I didn't want it to be a bodycon where it sort of fitted my body really closely, where it would show all my lumps and bumps. So it is still loose on me. And if I wear, usually what I do under any dress really, and under most tops as well, is wear some kind of a cami or a slip dress underneath, just to sort of hold things off my body and make them sort of swish around my body more than cling and show off those bits that we don't necessarily want other people to see. And over the top of that, so that dress is black and off-white stripes, and over that I've got my deep ink coloured Staley tee. This is made in a Cupro jersey, and I have worn this Staley top a lot. The pattern comes with a t-shirt and this sweatshirt, cropped sweatshirt. This fabric is quite lightweight, but again, it's great to be wearing over the top of the sleeveless t-shirt dress inside where it's warmer, you've got the heating on. But it's also really good in sort of springtime, autumn time, as well as winter, if you just want a light layer over the top. And what I've done on this particular day is I've paired it with my Nenuphar jacket from Deer and Doe. And I've made this in I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's got a really high wool content, if not all wool. And it feels to me, it's sort of maybe a flannel, but it's it's not a dense, tight weave. Maybe it's a flannel, but a looser weave flannel. But in any case, it's a nice warm jacket, but it's a lightweight jacket. It's not overly warm, but if you wear warm things underneath it, it becomes warmer. So it's a really versatile piece as well. And I have made this also in a lovely blue linen, which I wear in the warmer months. I love this jacket. I've got plans to make another one. In fact, I think I'm going to make it in this rayon silk velvet that I purchased recently. I love the pockets on this. I love the notch on the neckline, the little gathers along the back. I love this jacket, and it has been worn a lot. This next outfit is the Lola dress by Sew with Mickey, or is it Mickey Sews? I think it's Sew with Mickey. She is a New Zealand designer, and this is made in a lightweight merino. It's a fantastic base layer. I can either wear this dress on its own, or I can wear it, and I do wear it underneath lightweight dresses. If I've got a lightweight rayon dress with gathers, like a big baby doll type thing, or I've got a silk dress similar to that I wear this underneath, but I like wearing it on its own as well. Again, it's not too fitted. I don't want anything ever accentuating or showing off my tummy, so it's just a really nice shape without being shapeless. There is shaping at the waist, so it's not a shapeless sack, but it's not figure hugging. And I'm wearing it with my Solvi jacket, which is a Vanessa Hansen pattern, which I got out of the Talco magazine. And this I've made in a really lightweight, it's very lightweight boiled wool. And so this jacket is just, I wear it like a cardigan. And so over the merino, did I say that the dress I just showed you was merino? It is. And over the merino dress, this boiled wool little cardigan is super snuggly, but again, these fabrics are, you know, being natural fibers, they breathe, and so you can have some temperature fluctuations before you need to take the jacket off, if that makes sense. It's not too hot to wear inside, but if it does get a bit warm, I can just flick the jacket off. And I've been really enjoying that sort of cranberry coloured colour in my wardrobe, and this jacket and this dress just really so easy to wear, and I've worn both of these pieces a lot. On this particular day I wanted to zhuzh myself up a little bit, and so at my job I can dress as fancy as I like or not quite as casual as I like, but I can go to work quite casually as well. But on this day I threw on a beautiful necklace that I have, very sparkly beads with some sort of rose gold coloured leather in between the beads, and I just felt a little bit sparkly that day. And now we come to what I'm wearing. This is the Alton blouse by Cashmerette. It is another Cashmerette club pattern, so you do need to belong to the club to be able to purchase this pattern. But this is very much like the, or what's it called? My sister Sarah made it recently. It's a Love Notions pattern. The name will come to me as I'm chatting, but if it doesn't, I will of course show you pictures of it anyway. And so I have made this a few years ago. Actually, I should have said that the Solvi jacket I made a few years ago, the Staley top that I'm wearing I made a few years ago. So some of these things have been in my wardrobe for quite some time, and I just pull them out winter after winter. They really are staples in my wardrobe. And some of the other ones, like the couple of jackets I'm going to show you now, and the Nenuphar jacket. Well, the wool version was quite new, but as I said, I had made the linen version for, it might be getting up for 2 years ago, or did I make it within the last year? But whatever, anyway, go-to patterns for me, tried and true. As is this one, this Alton blouse. I made this in a wool gauze. I love it. It's today I've got it. It's as I say, it's a bit warmer today, a beautiful spring day. So I do have a t-shirt on underneath, but it's a 3/4 length sleeve and it's low neck, and it's a very lightweight t-shirt. But in the winter months, usually what I'll do is I have a lightweight sort of olive green. It's not anything like this green, but somehow they work together, and it's a base merino base layer, comes up to about there, so it works really nicely with this. And also I've got a thick black t-shirt that I wear underneath it, and so that makes it warmer for winter. But on cooler days, because it's wool and because it's, you might not be able to see, but it's gauze, it's quite see-through, this really takes me through spring and autumn and winter, and I have worn it so much. In this picture I'm wearing it with the Flavia cardigan by Fibre Mood, and I love this together. Today I'm wearing, I've got my ankles out, I've just got a pair of lightweight joggers on and a pair of lightweight shoes, but obviously in the wintertime I wear, in fact as I took these pictures I realised that I wear the thick black Ponte trousers that you've seen in some of the pictures and those black buckled boots. I wear those a lot. They are staples in my wintry wardrobe. And I make no apologies for it. They are so comfortable, and whether skinny black pants are in fashion or out of fashion, I will always wear them because I feel like they just suit me, my personality, my style. But today, as I say, I've got these on with some lightweight joggers and some lightweight shoes. And in this picture with the Flavia cardigan, this is a fibre mood pattern. It's made in a very, very man-made quilted knit fabric and some boiled wool, which I had left over from the next jacket that I'll show you. So I put those on the sleeve. I love the buttons on this jacket. I got them from our local, one of our local craft shops. I live in a very small rural town, but we are lucky enough to have actually 3 really amazing little shops. One of them's very much about sewing and quilting. One of them is about crafts, including sewing, and one of them is all about just ready-made crafty items and sort of bric-a-brac. And so in our township, a tiny little township that has a chemist and a doctor and one of those tiny little superettes really, and a couple of bakeries and a butcher and a couple of hairdressers, we've got these 3 amazing haberdashery type stores. So we are very, very lucky, and that's where I got these buttons from. And final piece to show you is the Harwin jacket by Allotment Clothing. I made this as part of a collaboration with Ginny from the Big Sew Along. She made an amazing colourful version out of a quilt type thing. Is it called a camphor blanket or something like that? And I made this heavyweight boiled wool. It's not super duper heavyweight. It's not for the coldest depths of winter days, but for frosty mornings, this is perfect. I've worn it so much. I wore it, I wore it with basically anything because of that kimono-y shape. I think it goes with pretty much everything in my wardrobe, and this has been a super duper staple in my winter wardrobe this season. So that's really all I wanted to show you today, was just the items that I found super duper useful in my wardrobe. I'm spending the rest of the day at home today. I've done some housework. I need to do some more housework, but I'm also hoping that I'm going to be able to get some sewing done. I obviously need to edit this video and get it up today, but I'm hoping I'm going to get some sewing done. I hope you're getting some sewing done today, or at least thinking about sewing, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you later. Bye.